DFL match of the day, round 16, and once again with the accurate ones, we picked the match of the day. 73 points difference at three-quarter time. Bell Post Hill in control.
What happened over there?
14-12-96. Umpire Faulkner just came over to make sure that Tom's Feljack was all right. He was the man that Darren Shelley was reported for striking. So he'll be back on the ground hopefully in this final quarter.
Sharing, caring umpire.
Now, Sam, late call in for Damien Fox, and he's had a bit of action this afternoon, so he'll go home and have an appointment on Monday night.
So he's not out, the dogs is scratched.
Start of the final quarter. GDFL match of the day, round 16, 14-12-96. Bell Post Hill, 3-5-23 Corio, 73 points of difference. Ilick in the middle, tap towards his opposite number there, Aiken. Pack develops straight away in the middle. Umpire lets it go. It's ripped off the ball. Cullen gets a left foot to it. Back towards Hancock at centre half back. And we see the Tom Feljack flash run across there, back on the ground now. Scooter gets the ball out wide at half back, takes a bounce. On the wing now, goes with his right boot towards half forward, standing there and taking the mark, Danny Ruck for Corio. He's got Mark O'Toole at centre half forward. Oh, he puts it up pretty high. O'Toole now comes from behind. Oh, can't take the mark. Worked very hard. Handball good to his brother Mick. Left foot kick blind. In front Stevenson. Eldridge does well. Works off him now. Runs into goal. Free kick though, was it? Yes, it was for a push. And, well, thought it was a pretty good contest there. But the umpire's seen a push. Stevenson will take the free kick. Centre half back. So Stevenson now. Kicks out wide, and McClure play on the call. He'd run off. He's crawling towards the ball and handballs towards Matty Lewis. Can't take it with him. Eldridge is there, turns it back onto his left foot now, back onto his right, measures it towards Mark O'Toole, and he takes the mark. No, he doesn't. He plays on, he drops it, he turns around on his left boot. He kicked it anyway as he shepherded. Oh, Matty Lewis does very well to tap that ball through. And Mark O'Toole, 2 goals 2 this afternoon. And 3-6-24. Corio. 14-12-96. Play on from fullback Osborne. Now towards Nathan Lewis. Measures the pass nicely. Lewis again at half back. 2 bounces. 3 bounces. Keeps going. Little kick towards Cookie, and the coach takes the mark. Nathan will get a game next week. Right foot kick wide towards Sean Lewis, goes up against Bennett. Free kick found for a push, and it's going to go to Corio. And Darren Bennett at half back. Had Cullen, goes in that direction now against Bartolo. Cullen, oh, can't take the mark. Wall's there. Ruck pushes him away as he gets his kick away. Charles, handball to Ruck, who followed it up. Handball running through the middle. McNamara, Ilick comes at him or tries to break that tackle. Then tries to tap it on. Ilick's done very well there. Handball out towards Bartolo. Runs straight through. Can't take the ball in. Wall can handball good to Drysdale. Oh, can't take it with him. Good play to bottle it up there. McNamara and also Charles. And it's going to be a ball up in the centre square. 4 minutes in this final quarter. 14-12-96 Bell Post Hill. 3-6-24 Corio. Aiken stands. Ilick gets the tap out. Cullen, left foot towards Smith. The ball sits in the mud for him. Goes out towards Bigham. Good tap on towards O'Toole. That's Mark. Little left foot kick. Measures it well towards Dave Nichols. Can run in and kick the goal, and has done so for his second goal of the day. So 2 to Mark O'Toole and 2 to Dave Nichols, the goal scorers for Corio this afternoon. And 4-6-30 Bell Post Hill, 14-12-96. Back to 11 goals the difference on the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. Thanks for that, Brett. That was good. A bit cold for you, mate. No comment. Great. Unreal. And once again, Brett, we've picked the match of the day.
Yeah, nice and close.
11 goals the difference. Next week we're going to Thompson and Eastern Suburbs, so hopefully that's a little bit closer. But knowing us, it probably won't be. Have we been to a close match of the day this year? Nah, didn't think so. Unbelievable. Bit cold, boys, isn't it? Yeah. Closest the crowd's ever been, I tell you. We can't usually talk to them when we're commentating. Back in the centre. Virtual crowd, exactly. Aiken in the ruck for Corio. Goes up against Illick, who's rucked all day, unchanged for Bellpost Hill. Good tackle there from Bartolo on Cullen. Still in the middle. Umpire says it'll be mine, and a secondary bounce in the centre. 14-12 to 4-6, and it's getting pretty cold here at Myers Reserve. Thrown up. Aiken goes through without the footy and falls towards Cullen. O'Toole running back with a flight of the ball. Can't take the mark. Running through Bigham. Handball to Cullen. He's had a fair second half. The youngster goes out towards half-back. Scooter can't take the mark. Then tries to tap it onto Lewis. Then holds it in. O'Toole and Lewis now. Mark O'Toole kick off the ground. And just waits for him to slide over the top. Good play, Mark O'Toole. Tried to keep it in. Look for the free kick. Kick off the ground by Osborne. Dave Nichols with him. Off the ground again, they say. And he does, but towards Sean Lewis. Keating there also. Osborne does very well. Oh, good work. And well done. So a boundary throw in. Right in front of the commentary box. Which, if you didn't know by the camera angle, is on the ground today. A bit windy for Brett to put up the tarp today upstairs, so we're downstairs. Boundary throwing, Illick over the back. Good tap towards Wall and Bartolo. Wall was going at the ball, then shepherded for Bartolo. Aiken over the top of the footy, and it's going to be a ball up on centre wing.
Don't you hate it when the umpire gets in the way?
Oh, you really hate it. That's right. Ball up. Aiken standing very close to the umpire. Illick coming with the run. Aiken gives it to Mark O'Toole. Sean Lewis there also. Kick off the ground. And it's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to be a boundary throw in. Aiken and Illick again. Mark O'Toole in front. Tapped over by Illick. Towards Eamon Charles. Charles gets it now. Right foot kick towards centre half forward. 2 against 1. Stevenson in front. Mostert comes. Shepherd, Matthew Lewis. Good work. Robbie Stevenson's got it. Gets around easily. Left foot towards the wing. And David Wall takes a good overhead mark in front of ruck there. Switch play. Batty in the centre. Has to measure the pass. Cullen coming across. Good mark. Gives it to McNamara, running off half-back. Left foot kick towards O'Toole. Osborne coming. It sits. He's surrounded now. He's still there, though, Sharky. Turns back around onto his left foot. Measures it towards Dave Nichols. Can't take the diving mark. Matty Lewis comes out. Shepherded well. He goes with his left boot towards Lee Sykes. He takes the mark at the second attempt. Plays on now. He does the balk. Gets around easily. Right foot kick towards Tommy Sveljak back on the ground. Getting back Paul Smith. And Smith, he takes the mark at half-back. Goes inboard towards Charles. Takes a mark at centre half back. He's got Cullen short. Oh, Batty got a hand to it. Couldn't stop it though. Cullen. Handball to McNamara. That's Darren. Oh, short little kick to Aiken. He can give it off towards Keating out wide. Can't take the mark. Matty Lewis coming at him. Handball towards Bigham. He's still under pressure. Good handball though to Aiken. He's away now. He's at 50. Goes along with the right boot. One out in the square. Good punch away. Comes towards Scooter. He holds his ground. Again, gives a kick away. Pushing the back. Free kick. No, not forthcoming. Out towards the boundary line. And the safety for the Panthers. It is before Boyle can keep it in. So it's going to be a throw in about 25 metres around from the Corio goal. They trail 4-6-30, 14-12-96 Bellpost Hill, and will retain their position in the top 5 this evening with only 2 rounds remaining. Oh, that's holding the ball. He had a long time to get rid of it. Comes back towards Scooter now. Can't pick it up. Bartolo in there also. Mick O'Toole on hands and knees. Gives it to Nichols. Gets around on his left boot. Up into the goal square. And can't take the mark. Boyle trying to tap it through Jurek. He does. Good work. Stevenson also to see it through for a rush behind. So 4-7-31 Corio. And 14-12-96 Bellpost Hill Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard.
And the time is?
And we've been playing, thank you, 11.5 minutes in this final quarter. Osborne now with the ball at full back. And elects to go to the outer side towards Drysdale. Oh, can't take the mark and can't touch it before it goes out, can he? No, he can't. It's going to be a free kick. Charles to take it at half back for Corio. Short little kick in board towards Cullen. And Matthew Cullen, who's been one of the best players for Corio this afternoon, goes his left boot towards O'Toole. Good mark overhead. Mark O'Toole in front of Scooter takes the mark. Kicked 2 goals this afternoon. And will be kicking from about 40 metres out. Chance to put his 3rd goal on the board and Corio's 5th. And kicked 2 goals too this afternoon, Mark O'Toole.
Do you think he'll kick this, Jason?
Yeah, okay. I think he will, actually.
I got 5. Says he doesn't.
5. Well, he's not going to now because he's kicked into the man on the mark. Scooter it was. He kicks away towards Michael Batty in the middle. Diving mark, takes it. And standing the mark there, McNamara. He's got Nathan Lewis out wide. He goes in that direction. Good kick too. Keating bearing down on him, but he takes the mark. Just on the defensive side of wing. Plays on now. Gets around onto his right boot. Goes long towards Wall and Ruck. Wall taps it to the advantage of himself, but then leaves it behind. Ruck over the top as well. Bennett free kick found, advantage paid. Bennett, it was a for Ruck there. Bennett though takes it. Nobody there though for Belpost Hill. Sykes drops the mark. He's got Cook in support. Vision out towards Lewis. Was going to kick long and then kick short. Matty Lewis short towards Nathan, has to go at it. Boyle coming with him as well. In fact, it's Bigham, and it's going to be out of bounds. And you couldn't get the camera much closer than that, Brett. Right on centre wing. And ruckwork Aitken to do it for Corio. Nobody at the moment for Belpost Hill, so David Wall's going to have to do it, and does okay there. Aitken, fresh air shot. Mick O'Toole, handball to Paul Smith. Left foot kick around the corner, nobody there. Matty Lewis is there. Right foot kick back towards Jurek. Takes the mark. Bearing down on him there was Bigham. Takes the mark on the wing. And Tom Jurek goes towards Sean Lewis. Good lead by him in front of Keating. Takes the mark at half forward. Switches play back towards Drysdale in the middle of the ground. He takes the mark. Oh, could be 50. He's got to come back a bit there. Cullen plays on now. Batty can't take the overhead mark, then plays the free kick and gets it high. Good work. Just on the centre square. Got to go behind your mark though, Michael Batty. So he has to work back now. Been playing 13.5 minutes. Oh, he gave it towards Cook and put him under pressure, holding the man. It's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go to Corio. And on the point of the centre square, it's McNamara. Gives it to the running Eamon Charles. Onto his right boot, short little kick. Oh, sits up nicely, turns around, goes long. Aitken, who'd followed it all the way down from half back, goes in that direction. Picks it up, good pick too, gets around Cook, then tries to get around Osborne, pushes in front of him, can't keep it in though, and it's going to be out of bounds. Boundary thrown about 35 metres around from Will's goal, and there's a few tied legs out there with only about 15 minutes to go in this game. Boundary throw in. Illick gets it towards Bigham and back towards the boundary line. Cook won't be able to keep that in. Another boundary throw in. About 30 metres around from the Devils' goal. And playing with 17 men after Darren Shelley was sent off, red carded and reported. Boundary throw in. Illick from behind got the tap down to the front, pushed out towards Stevenson, pushed back towards Bigham, kick off the ground by Scooter, back towards centre half back. Cullen stands there, then goes to torpedo, punt off one step. O'Toole's there, Lewis tries to tap it, none of them gets an effective tap. Goes towards big Peter O'Connor back on the ground, and it's going to be bottled up there. It's going to be a ball up about 15 metres out from the Corio goal. And obviously O'Connor still injured in that first half, came back on the ground, but is not right. Scooter taps it out towards Stevenson, who can't pick it up, left it with him. O'Connor, good work there, handball over the top, but to nobody. Bartolo just gives it to Lewis as he ran past. Little left foot kick out towards Nathan Lewis. He picks it up. Mountain of possession for him this afternoon. Kick towards Wall and also Sean Lewis. They can raffle it here. They do. Oh, Wall kicked it and didn't have any support there. Keating keeps it in front of him. Sykes coming at it. Little kick to nobody, but Lewis is back there. Shepherded by Jury. Gives him a bit of time. Can give it a Johnny Drysdale in the middle. He's got Batty in support also. He's going to sit up for Batty. Is it McNamara's coming at him? Batty can handball over the top. He goes though with his left boot long towards half forward. Stossick coming out. Meeting though Bennett, good work by him. Relieve the pressure towards Baker, close to the boundary line. Can they keep it in? Yes, they can. It's still there. Back towards Matthew McNamara and kick off the ground. Alan McPherson. McPherson can kick it off the ground again towards Sean Lewis. He can handball to Tommy in the square. Finish it off, Tommy. Tommy Sveljak has finished it off for a goal. And that's a goal for Tommy Sveljak. His second. And the 15th for Belpost Hill. 15-12, 102. And they lead Cry 4-7-31. And another red card. And it's Matthew McNamara from Corio. So unfortunately for Corio, they're undisciplined play again, showing up in this final quarter. We've been playing 15 and a half minutes in this final quarter. And that's down to 16 players again now for Corio. 15-12, 102 Bell Post Hill, Corio 4-7-31, Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. And Tommy Sveljak, 2 goals this afternoon. Brainy would be happy as he sinks number 27 down at Geelong. Shelley's been reported twice, has he? Well, he'll get about 45 weeks probably, so it doesn't matter. In the centre now. Back there, Aiken and Illick. Aiken, who's rucked pretty tirelessly this afternoon after O'Connor got injured, goes up, gets the tap down towards Cullen. Gets a left boot to it, back towards half-back. Nathan Lewis, handball to Brett Osborne. Was going to handball to Matthew Lewis, feigned that, and then goes wide towards Matthew Lewis, who followed up. The boundary umpire shepherded for him, which was very nice of him. O'Toole coming at him. Matty Lewis gets a right foot kick to it towards Wall. 2 against 1. Wall gets it back towards Sean Lewis, does he? No, he gets it towards Tommy. Tommy turns around. Sveljak, half a jumper. He keeps going. He gets one. Kick the goal, Tommy! No, he's kicked it towards McPherson, who goes up, can't take the mark, punches it away, goes up towards Drysdale. Ruck coming from fullback, kicks it off the ground once, then keeps it in front of him again. Well done, Ruck from fullback, gets it out towards the safety of the boundary line, kicks short, nobody to kick to, and out of bounds on half-back. Tommy Sveljak, 3 votes just for that jumper, my friend. And it's out of bounds at half-forward for Bell Post Hill, who are 71-point leaders here at Myers Reserve this afternoon and keep their spot in the top 5. Bartolo, good little tap towards Drysdale. McPherson's got it, left foot kick, going back Batty and McNamara. McNamara gets a hand to it, then sits over the top of it and keeps it under him. And the umpire says it's mine. It'll be a ball up about 35 metres out from the Bell Post Hill goal. Been playing 19 and a half minutes in this final quarter. Ball up and Aitken taps it towards Baker. Handball over the top towards Mick O'Toole. Short little kick to Charles. Bearing down on him there was Drysdale. He takes the mark at half back. And just not a lot to kick to upfield. Goes towards the wing now. Bigham getting back there. Tries to tap it on. Mostert. And also Bennett there. McClure. And 3 against 1. McClure does very well to see the ball over the boundary line on the wing for another boundary throw in. 15-12, 102 Bell Post Hill, 4-7-31 Corio. Tap in by Aiken. Bell Post Hill though had all the runners. McClure gives it off to Drysdale. Left foot kick by him. Oh, Sveljak in the clear. Turns around Tommy. The lead's on from Stosic. Has to sit and wait though. Ruck. Oh, 2-3 attempts. Give him the mark. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. Pay the mark. And Danny Ruck at fullback to take the kick. Goes to the outer side now. Goes to the torpedo punt. Aiken's there, but in front Drysdale. Takes the mark. Yes, he does. And been one of the best players for Bell Post Hill this afternoon also. He's got Sean Lewis short. Goes in that direction and taps it on towards Batty. Batty turns around. Handball to Sveljak. Chopped off though by Paul Smith. Out wide towards Aiken and the boundary line. And the boundary line will win that contest. 15-12, 102 Bell Post Hill. Easy winners this afternoon. Corio 4-7-31. We've been playing 21 minutes in this final quarter. Thanks, Brett. It's okay. I can get the time. Boundary throw in. Illick. Good tap to Bartolo. He's at 50. Measures the pass towards Stosic. Can't pick it up. Rove by Baker. Gets around the big man. Then gets around Sveljak. Right foot kick back towards Illick and Aiken. And the Bell Post Hill big man takes the mark. Measures the pass towards Bartolo, and Smith's too late on the scene there. He takes the mark, plays on now. He's got too short. He goes long though. Batty coming out in front. Oh, good mark. Good overhead mark. And Michael Batty. We think they just about had enough of that today. It's still going on with 10 minutes to go. And Michael Batty will have a chance for goal number 5.
Batty and Shelly got in the second quarter while they go on striking each other. Robinson's got four and spraying water on the umpire.
Unbelievable. Batty comes in, 4 goals, going for number 5, and he's missed. On behind to Michael Batty, his first blemish this afternoon. 15-13, 103 Bell Post Hill, Cry 4-7-31, 72 points of difference. Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. Ball's gone out towards half back for Cry, tapped on by Charles. Nobody there though. Bigham chasing the ball down with Drysdale close to the boundary line, and it's going to be out for another throw in. And the boundary umpires have certainly earned their money this afternoon. So the central umpires for that matter. Boundary throw in, Illick and Aiken. Aiken in front. Kick off the ground there by Bigham. Back towards Osborne, gets around the tackle, keeps the ball in. Can give it back to Matty Lewis, but goes out towards Cook and also Nathan Lewis. Lewis takes the mark. I'm getting hand signals here from everybody. 8 minutes to go, is there? Fantastic. Goes out towards Lewis, and Lewis, that's Nathan, goes towards half forward. McNamara can't pick it up. Batty on hands and knees. Handball out towards McPherson and also Tommy Sveljak. McPherson sits and waits, then tries to give it to Tommy. Tommy, kick the goal, son. Kick the goal! Tommy Sveljak, you legend. Ronnie Brain on ground lager number 28 would love that. And Tommy Sveljak, 3 goals this afternoon. 16th for Bell Post Hill. And they go to 16-13, 109 Bell Post Hill. Cry 4-7-31, Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. And on the screen there, Tommy Sveljak, 3 goals this afternoon. And has done very nicely, thank you. Ronnie, be happy, Brett. You're already giving your votes, are you? Just hang on for the last 8 minutes, my friend. Been playing 23.5 minutes in this final quarter.
6.5 minutes to go.
6.5 minutes to go, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Back in the centre, Aiken and Illick. Umpire Andrew throws the ball up. Both ruckmen get a hand onto it. Falls towards Drysdale. Left foot kick towards, Sveljak again. Oh, he couldn't pick it up though this time, but look at the little legs pump. Kick off the ground. Oh, you've got to be joking. Oh, Manchester United, eat your heart out. Tommy Sveljak has kicked number 4 off the ground from 40 metres out. Oh, 2 in a minute for Tommy. And, well, there you go. Eric Cantona, eat your heart out. Manchester United. And Tommy Sveljak. 17-13, 115, Corio 4-7-31, Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard. And, well, Tommy Sveljak, they're playing one short, Corio, and I think the man is supposedly supposed to be on Tommy Sveljak. He's going across there now, Paul Smith. They got 1 short in the forward line, but he's been alone for the last 5 or 6 minutes, and he's kicked his 4th goal, 2 in a minute. Back to the centre. 3. Aiken and Illick. Illick gets a tap down. Cullen and Charles running out. Cullen diving on the ball. Jurick's there also. Pushed out. Still there. Bigham. Good handball. Mick O'Toole turns around. Left foot kick now towards half forward towards his brother Mark. Can't take the mark. Matthew Lewis is there. Taps it to the advantage of his brother Nathan. And he's got it on half back. Shepherded well by McClure. 1 bounce. Still on the wing now. Dave Nichols chases. Goes towards his brother Sean. And he's got support Sykes. But he goes back now. Tommy's on the lead again. Goes towards him and Batty. Batty can't pick it up. Tries to punch it on. Thumps it towards the advantage of Jurick and Bartolo. Bartolo's there. Handball. Back to Tommy. Oh, he's going to pass it this time. He has turned. It's a good pass out towards Drysdale. Drysdale runs on now. He's kicked 2. He goes with his left boot. He might not make it. Stossick's up there. And it's tapped through by Smith for 1 behind. So, Tommy Sveljak has become Gary Ablett in the last 3 minutes. Getting the ball on a string. Kick out by Ruck. And Bigham, handball to Cullen inboard in the centre of the ground. Bennett has got Nichols out wide. Oh, Matthew Lewis came at him. Then Osborne on half back. Kicks out towards Sean Lewis. They've all been pretty influential this afternoon, the Lewis boys. Sean has got his brother inboard. Short little kick sets it up for him. Has to come at it. Keating comes at it as well. Can't handball good to Nichols. Handball to a standing still Bennett. Yeah, wrapped up by Sykes there. Keeps going. Didn't know where the ball was. Bennett. Little left foot kick around the corner. Is going to bounce out. Now it's going to stay in. Mark O'Toole just shuffling towards it. Now he picks it up and does very well to get around Osborne. Goes with his left boot long. One out in front. Taking the mark, Boyle. Handball over the top ball. Mostert's going to be in trouble. Stevenson, good tackle. Taps it back towards Boyle now. Can handball over the top. There's a couple there for Corio. And one of them, Bigham, he gives it to Aiken, standing in the goal square. Easy goal for Corio. Only their 5th this afternoon. Darren Aiken 1. And the 5th for Corio. 5-7-37 Corio. And 17-14, 116 for Bell Post Hill, Great Western Hotel. Final quarter scoreboard. And we've been playing 27 minutes in this final quarter. And the runner's standing in front of me, which is good to see. Obviously doing a lot of work. Unbelievable. I suppose you don't have to do much, do you? It's, you know, what, 70 points of difference? 73 points of difference? No hassle. Back in the centre, one last time. Aiken and Illick. And Brett, get your 3, 2 and 1 together. And don't be buoyed by Tommy Speljack's last 2 goals. So, closest siren time here. Bell Post Hill have cemented their spot in the top 5. And don't forget, next week, Thompson and Eastern Suburbs guest video will be at Godfrey Street for that match. Falls towards Jurek from the Illick tap. Goes towards half forward. All held on to there was Paul Smith, but Wall was in front of him and took the mark. David Wall now can go short to Batty, but is going to go now towards the lead of Stossick. Speljack in front. Smith taps it away. Comes out towards Jurek and also Smith there. Speljack's in there again. Can't take the ball with him. Umpire will have to come in and bounce the ball. About 30 metres out from the Bell Post Hill goal. 17-14, 116 Bell Post Hill Cry, 5-7-37. So a pretty convincing win at Bell Post Hill this afternoon. Aiken taps it towards Speljack. Stossick's there also. Free kick too high. Tommy's copped a couple today, and as you can see by his jumper. And he'll have a chance to kick number 5 and become the leading goal kicker on the ground and for Bell Post Hill this afternoon. Kicking from about 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. And this will be number 3 in the final quarter if he can kick it. Speljack now comes in. 3 on the mark. And, oh, I think he's put that in as well. He has. Number 5 for Tom. And Ronnie won't believe that Tommy Speljack's kicked 5 goals. 18-14, 122. Bell Post Hill Cry, 5-7-37. Great Western Hotel. Final quarter scoreboard. And it's just about siren time. 30.5 minutes gone in this final quarter. Nice and cold for you, Brett?
Yep.
Yep. The runner's just done a bit of work, which is good to see. Back in the centre now. Aiken and Illick.
Time check.
30.5 minutes, Brett. I already told you that.
30.5.
Yes, Aiken taps it out towards... Oh, Jurek got one high and we'll take a free kick there. In the middle of the ground.
I wouldn't be surprised if we had some post-match...
action?
Yes.
No, I think we'll be right tonight.
Yeah?
Jurek out towards Nathan Lewis on the wing. It's got McClure and Bartolo. Oh, Nathan Lewis just puts on the gas and goes. Right foot towards Stossick and also there David Wall. And he's got 2 in the goal square, but he goes short.
Stossick's played well.
Yes, he has. Well done. Correct. Good memory. Stossick now hasn't kicked a goal yet, though.
Yeah, well, that's why he's not in my 3-2-1.
Preempting already. Good to hear. Stossick now coming in. 30 metres out, left foot, and has put it straight through the middle for his first goal.
He has now.
He has now. And...
Is that Mr. 17?
It is Mr. 17.
Oh, he's already in anyway.
Bell Post Hill, 19-14, 128. Cry, 5-7-37, Great Western Hotel. Final quarter scoreboard. Stossick's first goal this afternoon. But the Panthers have been led by 5 goals by Tom Speljack and 4 by Michael Batty. In a pretty comprehensive display by the 5th place Panthers. They've got Anarchy next week in East Belmont in the final round. And you'd expect them to stay in the top 5 now. Good win this afternoon. Need a heater down here in the commentary box. It's getting a little bit cold. Illick taps it out towards Bennett, who runs off centre half back. Left foot kick back towards Bigham. Hands and knees, handball towards Mick O'Toole. Gets onto his right boot, goes wide towards Mostert. Leads Cook in the race for the ball. Can he pick it up? No, he can't. Good pressure. Matty Lewis back towards Cook now. Right foot kick high towards Illich, who has to sit and wait, and takes a good diving mark. And has played pretty well this afternoon, Mick Illich.
McGillick Gorelick.
Goes high with his kick, Bigham. Cuts it off for the Devils on the wing. Hasn't got a lot to kick to though. There's a few tired people out, few tired players out here this afternoon. Oh, free kick mark anyway. Cullen, who's been one of the Devils' best this afternoon. And Bennett running down for him. He plays on now. Left foot kick towards O'Toole. Good kick, Cullen. And a good mark to Mark O'Toole, about 50 out. Directly in front, chance to kick his third goal this afternoon. With a couple of leads on. Be a fair kick from there with a heavy ball. Goes now. Left foot kick. Push that, let the breeze do the work. It's up there now, close to the goal line, and it has been touched through.
Touched about 4 times.
So 2 goals, 3 to Mark O'Toole. And 5-8-38 Corio, Bell Post Hill 19-14, 128-90 points the difference. Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard going up there. Pay the mark. Drysdale against O'Toole, and O'Toole paid the mark. So Mark O'Toole, who had the last kick for goal, will have another one on a 45-degree angle on this occasion. About the same distance out, about 50. And this is the longest last quarter in living memory. O'Toole now. Goes with his left boot. Good kick on this occasion, up to the teeth of goal. Over the back, pay the mark. No, play on the call. Still in there. Kick off the ground. Matty Lewis, only as far as Mostert stands and kicks it back towards Mick O'Toole, who takes the mark. And wasn't the best kick from Mostert, but Lux of Fortune fell into the arms of Mick O'Toole, and he'll have a chance to kick his first goal this afternoon, about 20 metres out, directly in front. Doesn't muck around. Comes in, left foot, and just squeezes it in for a goal. So his first goal this afternoon, and the 6 for Corio, 6-8-44 the Devils, and Bell Post Hill 19-14, 128 on the Great Western Hotel final quarter scoreboard, and we've been going 33.5 minutes in this final quarter. So there'll be a few tired players this evening on both sides. Been a bit of a struggle out there. The ground is pretty muddy, and it's been a pretty hard day, pretty tough day with the wind and a bit of rain around. It's back to 84 points of difference. Back in the centre again. Millick and Aiken, who've had a pretty big tussle in the centre this afternoon. Umpire Andrew waiting for an invitation to throw the ball up. He must get it now because Aikens tapped it down to Mick O'Toole. Handball's good to Eamon Charles. He kicks towards Mostert. Stevenson right next to him. Well, good pick up Mostert. Handball back to Charles. Or good pick up too. Close to the knees there. Little short kick towards Mark O'Toole. He takes a good mark. Brought it down with him and took it around his chest region. So good mark there, Mark O'Toole. And is this the longest quarter in living history? There it is. Thank goodness. So Mark O'Toole have a kick for goal, about 40 metres out.
40?
Yeah.
I'd hate to be buying land off you.
Okay, what do you reckon it is?
I reckon that's 50 metres where he is.
Okay, 50 out then. All right. Brett's made the call. 50 out. Comes in now. Left boot, and it's a pretty good kick off the boot, but I think he's just missed to the far side. He has 4-1 behind to finish with 2 goals for this afternoon. And Corio finish at 6-9-45 this afternoon. Bell Post Hill, big winners, 19-14, 128, and that is an 83-point margin this afternoon for the Panthers, and they retain 5th spot on the ladder. Great Western Hotel final score, Bell Post Hill 19-14, 128, Corio 6-9-45. The goal kickers this afternoon, well, Tommy Sveljak has led the Panthers, 5 goals, 3 in that last quarter. 4 goals to Michael Batty, 2 to Sean Lewis, and 2 to John Drysdale, 2 to Mick Illich also. While singles to Brett Feldman, David White, Ant Stosic, Nathan Lewis, And that is the 19 goals for Bellpost Hill. Criers 6, well, 2 to Mark O'Toole, 2 to Dave Nichols, 1 to Mick O'Toole, and 1 to Darren Aiken. Well, pretty comprehensive victory there to Bellpost Hill this afternoon by 83 points. And next week they play Anarchy. In the final round they play East Belmont Wild Corio. Well, they have in round 17. They have North Geelong next week at home and then have to travel to Bannockburn in the final round to play the Tigers. And as Brett Rovier comes in, we're going to do our 3, 2 and 1 for the guest video player of the day. And Brett, your 3, 2 and 1?
One vote I'm going to give to Tommy Sveljak.
Tommy Sveljak, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to give 2 votes to number, what's his name? Young Lewis.
Which Lewis would that be?
The youngest
Sean?
one. Sean Lewis.
Sean Lewis, okay.
And 3 votes goes to number 17 in...
Okay.
Is it Fours?
Ant Stosic?
Stosic, yes.
Ant Stosic. You thought he played well, did you?
Yes.
Okay, well I've given 1 vote to Mick Illick in the ruck. I thought his game was pretty good all day, so I've given him 1 vote. I've given 2 votes to John Drysdale.
Ooh.
I thought his
second half, he had a good second half.
His game across midfield was pretty damn good, and he drove Bellpost Hill into attack on a number of occasions. And I've given 3 votes to Nathan Lewis. I thought his game across midfield all day was pretty good for the Panthers. He kept his well, what we've seen in the last few weeks, his undisciplined streak in him. He played good, positive footy and got a lot of the football and teamed very well with his brothers Sean and Matthew, and they all had a pretty good game. I've given him 3 votes, so we've got Stosic and Lewis on 3 votes. And, well, seeing as though I'm the judge, I'm going to give 3 to Nathan Lewis and 2 to Ant Stosic. And we're also giving...
what about Tommy Spelchick?
2 to John Drysdale, 1 to John Drysdale. So they're the 3.
That's
2 and 1. We've given Nathan Lewis 3, Ant Stosic 2, and John Drysdale 1. And unfortunately, sorry Tommy, I know Ronnie would have given you 3 votes this afternoon for your 5 goals, but unfortunately he's not here this afternoon. Next week we'll be at Thompson and Eastern Suburbs, and a big clash there, 2nd against 4th as it currently stands now. So a big clash there at Godfrey Street, and well. Final score 19-14, 128. Bellpost Hill in that final quarter they kicked 5 goals 2 and 6-9-45. The Devils finished off pretty well, 3 goals 4 they kicked. Pretty comprehensive 83-point victory to Bellpost Hill this afternoon. Thanks Brett for your work this afternoon again as usual.
It's a lot different to being on the other end of the microphone, I must admit.
Thank you.
I wouldn't say it's hard, but I'm saying it's a lot different.
And well, we'll hopefully have the rest of the team back next week. I suppose we'll have Ronnie back if he comes back in a fit state from his Geelong Adelaide soiree this afternoon.
Yeah, the latest news is Ronnie's drunk 40 clean lagers. He's been rushed to hospital to have his stomach pumped.
And well, also we've had a new stand here. We've not been upstairs, we've been downstairs. So well, 83-point winners Bellpost Hill, 19-14, 128 Cry, 6-9-45. That's all from Myers Reserve. We'll see you next week at Godfrey Street.